Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Allison.
Welcome to another episode of Simply Sapphic. Surprise!
Surprise!
a special episode.
Yay!
In the middle of our off season.
I was like in the middle of winter. I don't know why I thought winter. I was like, it's in the middle of winter.
It's in the middle. No, it's like
October.
What the heck? What are we doing?
Oh my gosh.
Allison, we said we weren't going to do this.
We said we would rest.
It's funny. We turned on all the lights and all the new stuff. If you're on YouTube, can you identify how many things are different?
Because we have a lot of new stuff.
We do have a lot of new stuff. We've been busy.
Yeah, we have been. It reminds me of like you know, like the which one of these pictures are different than the other. I loved those games. I was like, oh, it's it. They don't have a mole. This one has a mole. This one's smiling upside down.
We have new moles now.
We have new moles now. Can you find them?
Can you find them? Go on YouTube.
Yeah.
A bunch of things changed. Hint, one of them is my hair. Another one is our studio.
Dude, that's so many hints. That's
You're
all the
so
main
right.
ones.
You're so right. I'll stop there.
I just told you.
What parts of our studio have changed? There we go. What parts of which hairs have changed?
Which specific hairs of Amanda's are different?
We went to Dinah Shore 2025.
The Dinah Shore. Featured on the L Word Dinah Shore.
Dinah Shore. Big lesbian, sapphic, queer person, like pool party
in Palm Springs,
California,
which I had never been to.
So much so that I literally thought Palm Springs was in Nevada.
Tell
me why.
So fair.
Palm Springs and Las Vegas.
Yeah,
I thought they were one. Yeah, so we went to Dinah Shore, and when we were trying to prep for Dinah Shore, there weren't a lot of like resources that told us what to expect.
Yeah, none.
Literally none. There was a couple of like outfit inspo, literally like one outfit inspo. And then like one really cute, like, this is what I learned at Dinah Shore, but it was all like under a minute kind of content.
Yeah. But no like practical advice.
Yeah.
Because we were like, what do we pack? Like, I was like, where is Palm Springs?
Yeah, hilarious.
Like, where are we going?
Okay, for the record, before we get too far away from that, I didn't think that Vegas and Palm Springs were the same thing, but I thought they were both in Nevada because they're both in the desert.
It makes sense.
See,
okay, I thought Palm Springs would be by the ocean.
You would think.
Yeah, one would think.
It's not Palm Ocean.
But I'm like spring, water.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like an oasis.
Exactly. Oh, which I guess would be in the desert.
Oasis, which is a spring.
Ta-da. Okay, we got there.
Anyways, we didn't find any like real practical advice on Dinah Shore. And even though this is the original owner and manager's last year doing it, Dinah Shore will continue under new management.
Which, okay, because like let's say you and I, like, I've always wanted to go thank you to the L Word, and then we saw like what, an Instagram announcement, a news thing that was like, it's Dinah's last year.
We did,
and we were like, we have to go.
Well, that was the reason why we went in the first place. Yeah. So yeah, I saw an Instagram ad that was like, it's Dinah Shore's last year. And I was like, oh my God, I know. I do not remember the episode on the L Word. I only watched season 1. So if it came in any other season, I did not see it. But it was in the L Word.
Which honestly, like, good for you. I still don't think you need to watch any more of the L Word. I don't know.
That's fair. I did hear a lot of weird things about the other seasons.
100%.
But I was like, I have to make this pilgrimage as a Sapphic person.
Yeah.
I have to make this pilgrimage. I went to Lesbos in 2023, which is the like birthplace of Sappho and the origins of the word lesbian. So I did that pilgrimage, and now I have to do Dinah Shore before it shuts down.
Yes.
But I was swindled.
I know.
I was swindled because it wasn't their last year.
It was like clickbait, because I've also always wanted to go.
Yes.
I was like, I want to go experience this. And then we saw that, and I remember I sent it to you, and I was like, we have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think it was after we bought our tickets, we like read the fine print, which was like, it's just changing management.
Yeah. And this is the last year that this manager is doing Dinah Shore. But what was cool was that this was like the original person who created Dinah Shore. It was her very last year doing it. So we are very excited to have gone. But getting back to why we did this episode, we just wanted to give a resource for people in the future who want to go to Dinah Shore, a comprehensive like what to expect, at least in the year of our Lord 2025.
Yeah, and at least from like our perspective. Like, yeah. So I guess we should probably talk a little bit about like, what is Dinah Shore?
Yes.
Or wait, we have some exciting stuff
We
to
do
talk
have
about
some
first.
exciting stuff to talk about.
Bring it back. Okay.
Bringing it back. Okay. So as we said, we are in off season of Simply Sapphic right now. We are right now preparing for season 2. We have most of our episodes lined up. We have most of our guests already like
scheduled to
record. It's very exciting. We have some, what are some fun topics that we're going to talk about?
Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about like how to build your own queer style with like super practical advice. We're talking about like how to be how to have a healthy relationship with somebody. Like how do you be ready to date? We're also, I think another really fun one that we're talking about is sex education. We're going to talk about sapphic sex.
This is my favorite one. Because when we were on the phone with the person who I won't spoil yet, but we were on the phone with the person and I was like, I just want to know, I want the entire episode to be like, what do I do now that I'm down there?
Truly, that's like verbatim what you said.
Yes, that is literally what I said. I was like, this is what I want. What do I do? I'm down here. What do I do?
Yeah. And we have an episode that's going to like answer that question for folks who are like, what do I do?
We have like, one of the goals on our podcast is to kind of help bridge the gap between the education that straight people get and the education that sapphic people get. And so another thing that we want to do is start talking about like really practical life advice. Like how do you like become financially savvy? Mm-hmm. So we have a sapphic financial advisor coming on to talk about how do you like financial advice 101. How do you get started? How do you start building wealth? Right?
Yeah.
From the context of being sapphic. So really fun stuff coming up in season 2. Another thing that I have personally been working on in the off season is I wrote a book.
Yay.
It's very exciting. I am actually sending it to my literary editor in probably about the time that this episode will be published.
Yeah, probably.
I will have sent it off to the literary editor.
Yeah.
And then she'll turn it back around to me in 2 weeks. And then I'm just working with a graphic designer and printer. And so it'll be hopefully, as long as nothing goes wrong, knock on wood. Do we have wood?
Yeah.
Does this count as wood? Yeah. In 2026. So that's very exciting.
Do you want to tell them what the book is about?
Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked.
What is it about?
Yes. So it's basically going to be...
It's fanfic.
It's fanfic. Oh my gosh. No, it's a self-help book for sapphic people. So basically the podcast in book form. I realize that when I'm consuming content on the internet, whether it's on a podcast or even on TV, it's like, wow, that's really interesting. I've learned a lot, but now I have to do the work personally to apply it to my life. And so what this book does is it's like a guidebook, journal, hybrid, like how to be queer. Basically, like, how do you figure out what you want out of relationships? How do you find out your actual identity? How do you like explore your style? How do you come out to your family and friends in a way that is like safe and honors you, and like in a way that basically this book is all about finding your authenticity as a queer person. And I think that's something that I really struggled with a lot just in life, even outside of my queerness. I wanted to basically take everything that I've learned from my therapists, from my own introspection, from my like mentors and everything, and distill it down into a really digestible, like how to find your authenticity as a sapphic person. And I have sent it to beta readers and I've gotten really amazing feedback. People are saying like just such incredible things, like they wish they had this, and just individual pieces of feedback on things. And so it's basically my entire brain on how to like navigate life as a sapphic person put into a book. So yeah, basically if you've been loving the podcast and loving the kinds of topics but you don't really know how to apply them to your life, buy the book.
Yeah, I mean the book is so comprehensive. It feels like so holistic to just like life that I mean I'm excited for it. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna have some pretty beautiful like illustrations. I'm working with like an incredible illustrator to work and just like make it colorful, make it beautiful, make it just like a joy to have. And so it's been a really fun project. And
you can literally sign up for like, what is it? Oh my gosh, like the newsletter announcement for it on our website.
Yes. So I'm thinking about how I want to launch it right now. And maybe once we publish season 2, I can go back and make some edits to this section. But right now, what you can do if you are interested in the book is sign up for either or both of the podcast newsletters or this new newsletter I just threw together, which is at wearesimplyqueer.com. So that newsletter, which is at the top of the page right now, is going to go to sign up for the newsletter specifically for the book. But if you are a newsletter subscriber to our podcast, you will also get an email when I publish it, because how exciting it is coinciding with this whole project in general. So if you want to go to simplysapphic.com, you can sign up for that newsletter down there, and you'll also get an email whenever we publish a new episode.
Yeah, so lots of ways. Also, our Instagram is also an awesome way to keep up with like all the stuff that we're doing.
Yes, everything that we say is going on our Instagram.
Always go to our Instagram.
Yes. Yeah. And season 2, it's gonna have a really fun revitalization of
we just got some fun stuff planned.
We
just got some cool stuff going on. So you follow us at Simply Sapphic Podcast.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, it's just I'm really optimistic for season 2. Season 1, I think we worked out a lot of kinks. I think we worked out.
It was a huge learning curve.
It was a gigantic learning curve.
Which we should make an episode about, like maybe in like a couple seasons, about like how much we had to learn.
We did. I mean, between like equipment and software editing and social media and editing and
just like how to even talk. Like, I don't know. Like it was like interesting.
How to show up.
Yeah, like getting comfortable in the space and be like, oh my gosh, we have mics now. Like, yeah, it was a lot. And so I think this next season feels now more like breathing.
It's super comfortable. It was funny, before we sat down to do this, I like turned on the lights, turned on the camera. We're in a new studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I forgot how much I missed this, how much I loved doing this, even though it was like definitely challenging at times,
for sure,
during our first season. But yeah, this is like, it feels authentic to me now.
Yeah, it feels like really normal.
Yeah, it feels super normal and exciting.
Yeah,
yes.
Yay.
Yes.
All right, should we dive into Dinah?
Dive into Dinah.
Diving into Dinah.
Oh man, that's so
funny.
their
log line.
That
advertising.
Yes, that is not SEO friendly. Otherwise, I would name this episode
so
Diving into Dinah.
Diving into Dinah.
Incredible. Okay, Allison.
Yeah.
What is Dinah?
Okay, so Dinah Shore is literally, they called it, at the beginning, they called it Lesbian Spring Break. It started in 1991 by, oh my gosh, what's her name? Mariah Hansen started it in 1991. And it was like a space. She wanted to make a space for like queer women to get together and just have like a really nice like community time and a party. And so she threw it in like an art museum in Palm Springs, and she booked out full hotels. So like only Sapphic women were in these hotels. And from there, it sold out. The first one sold out, and it continuously sold out. And then it grew and it grew. And now it's 5 days long. And it now takes place, we were at the Riviera. So there's like a pool party and there's nighttime parties. And it's turned into like this 5-day Sapphic queer celebration, like huge event. And I mean, we were there and there were just tons of people.
Okay, special guest appearance. Is she going to come up? You can kind of see her tail. Come on. Thank you. Hello. Oh, and there's Ralph. Everybody come on in.
Honestly, that's kind of great. Okay, and what you didn't know is we had to stop for just a second because we have special guest arrivals. Their plane got in late. We'll talk to their managers about this. But if you're watching on YouTube, you can see our dog and our cat who have joined us because they were really upset we didn't take them to Dinah Shore.
This is very true. They actually were pretty upset.
They were like, where are you guys going?
Yes.
Hi, Lily. So Amanda, do you know how Dinah Shore got its name?
Yes. So Dinah Shore is actually a person. She was an actress and a singer in the 40s?
Like it's like the 40s-ish.
Yeah. She actually passed away in 1993. Right?
1994.
Very close. And Lily, are you just going to sing into the mic? Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
This is Cat ASMR.
Come here. Perfect. Thank you. Anyway, so she actually started this golf tournament in Palm Springs in the 80s, and it was a women's golf tournament, and that golf tournament regularly attracted a lot of women, obviously, but a lot of lesbians also showed up. And so what happened was Mariah Hansen, who is actually the like current owner who is passing along the torch after this year, she took over and was like, I should make a space for lesbians to meet up in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And so basically she just took it over, and it's been going ever since.
Yeah. And I mean, and it's seen like people like Fletcher, the Pussycat Dolls, Iggy Azalea, like there have been, G-Flip was there one year, like, and it's become like a Sapphic cultural like cornerstone.
Yes.
You know, that's why it felt like when like I just like, even when I came out, I just like, I knew about Dinah Shore, and I was like, I need to go to this someday.
Yeah.
Like I just need to go check out like what it is, what is the hype.
Yeah. And it was really, really cool. And I'm super glad we went. I think my intention, I don't even know if I had an intention other than just like to go for the pilgrimage.
I just wanted to go to literally experience it. I was like, I just want to see what's up. Like, what is this? I saw it once on the L Word, and I was like, I want to know what's going on here.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. But we didn't actually have a lot of time to go. Because it was a 5-day thing. Yeah. But we only went for one day.
We did one full day.
Yeah. My job doesn't have a lot of PTO. And so I was like, I can only go for Saturday. And so we didn't actually, we flew in to San Diego because we have some friends in San Diego, and we met up with them on Friday, and then we drove to Palm Springs, met up with their friends who are now our friends.
Yes.
Lots of new friends. And our friends actually have a place near Palm Springs, so we were able to stay with them, which was awesome.
Which was like the move.
Yeah, and I honestly, I was a little bit worried about not being on site.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if we're not staying at the hotel, like, are we going to be missing out? Because I used to go to a lot of like Lindy Hop conferences, and they buy out the hotel kind of like Dinah Shore, and that was like a lot, like half the party happens in the hotel. Yeah. Like in the hallway, you know, there's a bunch of Sapphic people walking around. Like a lot of the events, like the fun stuff happens like outside of the formal events. But we had a great time. Yeah.
And also I think something to say about our time there is we were sober the whole time. I mean, I was sober for like 7 months this year. But I was on antibiotics. I went to a doctor's appointment on Thursday, and they were like, okay, and you need to take some antibiotics. And I was like, dang it. Yeah, we were like, surprise.
I know. I was kind of bummed about it because the antibiotics were like, oh, you can't drink and you have to stay out of the sun. And I was like, perfect. Exactly what I was like. Literally, I was planning to drink in the sun this weekend.
Yeah, literally, that's the plan.
That was literally the entire
I don't know.
plan.
I liked it because like I think it gave us just like a really clear lens on the event.
Super.
You know?
Super. I think I would have had a way more fun time had I been a little bit tipsy.
I think I would have had a way more fun time at one specific part that we'll get in later if I was a little bit tipsy.
This is true. This is true.
I liked it, but I'm also not a big drinker kind of period.
Yeah,
so.
We're not big drinkers. Yeah. I think it's because mostly the hangover.
Yeah, and it just hurts my tummy.
It doesn't.
I'm like, ow.
It hurt my tummy.
I don't like it. I'm like, just don't enjoy this.
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah.
So yeah, we flew in on Friday, San Diego, drove to Palm Springs, met up with some friends, got ready at their house, and then drove in on Saturday afternoon for the pool party. Yeah. The pool party was rocking. I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting like a rectangular pool. Yeah. And we were getting emails about how you needed to get a cabana.
Yeah. But the cabanas were
thousands of dollars.
Expensive.
Thousands of dollars. And I was like, absolutely not. Yeah. We're trying to save money for lots of reasons, including running this podcast, which is increasingly expensive. So yeah, we were like, okay, we can't afford a cabana. And so I was literally, Allison, I remember I was like, should I bring an umbrella to like block the sun?
Yeah. Well, because also we were like kind of expecting no mercy from the sun.
No.
Like no shade.
No, unless you had a cabana. Yeah. I wasn't expecting any shade, any seats, like anything. But it was like,
I did expect pool seats. I don't know why I thought like it was like a hotel and like we'd have to fight for like little seats.
No,
I did expect that.
Really?
Yeah. And so when we got there and there were no seats, I was a little surprised.
Yeah. But it was cool because there were, I don't even know what you call them, but they were like, you know, like the little triangle, like
sunshades,
stretchy sunshade things.
Yeah,
those were like over the pool. There was tons of shade. There was like vendors.
there was tons of shade in the pool.
There was tons of shade in the pool, and then like the bar had a little roof over it. The bathrooms were inside the hotel, so I was expecting like gross bathrooms, no shade.
Yeah,
but and like people showed up early. I think a pro tip: people showed up early. Well, okay, a pro tip and not a pro tip, because people showed up early and they put down their beach towels along the pool to kind of mark their spot.
Yeah,
but people did not give two shits about them.
No, your stuff is gonna get walked on. The closer your towels are to the pool, your towel's gonna get soaked.
Wrecked. It's gonna get wrecked. People are gonna step on it with your shoes. So unless you're like sitting, like you claim your spot and then you sit on it and you never move, like
just expect that spot to be gone.
That spot's gonna be gone.
Your towel's gonna be.
We also brought floaties, which was not our idea.
That was the best. So because one of the couples that we went with had gone the year before.
Yes.
And they were like, we're bringing floaties.
And I'm not a floaty person. I identify as a land mammal. I'm like, I'm gonna sit and like kind of cower in some shade that I can find, like under a tree maybe.
Yeah.
Also unexpected, was not expecting there to be like trees. But there was like trees around the pool.
Yeah, there were some trees. Yeah, there was a little bit.
It was very cool. But yeah, no, they were like, so they like whipped out these floaties, and I was like,
and
okay,
they were huge.
They were giant.
They were like meant for two people.
Gigantic floaties.
And they were like, one was a flamingo.
Yes, one was like a dog with a little slutty
a wiener
collar.
dog.
It was like a little slutty collar.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, okay. And then what was
there was a shark.
A shark. Yeah. But they were big.
They were huge.
And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be using this. I literally remember in the car, I was like, you can just leave one of them, because I don't want to have to manage this floaty, because they said like this if you don't have a hand on this floaty at all times, they will get stolen.
They seemed like very intense about like the floaty will get snatched.
Yes. So I was like, I don't want to have to manage this floaty, but we were on the floaty the entire time.
It was the best piece of advice, because the pool was also ridiculously deep,
randomly deep,
and like I am not a confident swimmer. And they were like, the pool gets really deep really fast. And I was like, okay. No, but it like really did.
But you're tall.
Yeah, I'm like 5'7" ish.
Yeah.
Like,
and so the pool was like, I mean, I never got off the floaty.
Yeah.
Except to go to the bathroom and to get my little sparkling water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like the people who were in the pool were like struggling to like just chill. So I'm super glad they had
bring a floaty. If you're going, literally it's worth it. Like go get an inner tube. Bring your own inner tube. Like because it made it, because then we were able, because the shade was in the pool was at the deepest part of the pool. And so we were able to like anchor to the wall and stay in the shade and just float. And they had like a big stage at the end of the pool. That's where the DJ was.
That's where the guests came on.
The guests came on, like any of like we had the Ultimatum crew. Some of them were there.
Also like people from the L Word were there.
Yeah.
It was Shane and what was the other character? Alice were there, which was really cool. Both aging like fine wine. I want to age like them.
Oh, just like literally so good.
Yeah. I mean, everybody had a crush on Shane, but I was like, Shane.
I didn't. I thought Shane was oily.
Really?
100%.
Oh, I thought Shane was so hot.
I did not.
Well, it's probably because your taste is me and my
That's
taste
fair.
is you.
Yeah, okay, this is fair.
But I watched it and my jaw was dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, okay. But yeah, and then watching them go up, I was like, still hot.
Yeah, honestly, still hot.
Yeah, still hot.
Great.
I want to age like them.
And it was cool too at the pool party, because you just saw so many different kinds of people. I mean, there were just like, we did it. Okay, this was also brilliant, and I recommend this. We had a running bingo.
We did. It wasn't a bingo. It was literally a list. Oh my god, let me
of
pull
like
it up.
things that like try to find these things.
We
and
did
like
not plan.
We tried to mark them all off, and that.
Dinah scavenger hunt.
Yeah, it was our Dinah scavenger hunt.
So what we did,
we
had a group of 6, and we said, here's our little scavenger hunt. Everybody, if you see something on this, like to check it off, you have to tell the whole group.
And then we check it off.
Yeah. And so it was things like let's see.
Pasties.
Somebody giving a lap dance.
Yes, which we saw.
In a polycule.
People making out.
People having a fight. People fighting. A thirst trap being filmed. Someone with a mullet. An elder gay getting turned, someone crying, backwards hat in the pool, somebody getting hit on in our group, someone famous for real, and then an influencer, and then a reality star, which are very different things, super different things.
And we like, our list was long, and we got them all.
Yeah, we literally it was.
If you're watching on YouTube, like Amanda, like we had to scroll, and we accomplished this list in a single day.
Oh yeah, a single day. I think we should go way more niche next year.
I agree. Well, 100%.
Yeah, actually, next year's it's in May 2026. They're moving it, but maybe the year after. Next time we go, we'll make this really niche because it was just too easy.
Yeah, and I would almost make it more interactive, like tasks to go accomplish.
Yes,
especially if you're there for longer. But I think it made. What?
We had one task, and it was so fun.
Oh yes,
it was get advice from an elder queer. And it was so funny because someone in our group was approached by, just like not in a flirtatious way, but like in the pool by like an elder queer, and she was just like talking to her, and it was like so cute. And then I lean over and I'm like, get advice.
All of us from our separate flows were like, get advice.
And she was like, oh yeah, do you have advice for me? And the woman goes, be you. Yep. And it was the sweetest thing.
Well, because she was like, be you, because there may come a time when you may not be able to be you anymore.
Yes.
And we were like, I was like, oh my gosh, deep, sad, beautiful. Like,
and you know what? Actually, remember, she wasn't queer.
Yes, she was there with her queer daughter.
Yeah, it was someone's mom.
Yeah.
So everyone's welcome, apparently.
Yeah.
I was like, very interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting. Yeah, and it's cool. There was like all sorts of people there. There were trans men, trans women, non-binary people.
There were gay men.
There were gay men, which was questionable.
I was curious about that, but there were. I mean, yeah, we saw a flock of them, a gaggle.
Yeah, my opinion on that is controversial, possibly, but I was like, there are so few
like Sapphic
spaces. Yeah, you don't need to come and invade ours wearing a Speedo.
Well, I was just kind of like, my thought, I was like, I don't know if I would ever be like, oh, I'm going to Fire Island.
Yeah. You know? Like, why would I want to go there?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very interesting because because at first I was like, oh, maybe like he's a trans man. No.
Well, then like we were able to I was able to overhear some of their conversations, and I was like, oh, like these are cis gay men.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was just my perception of the event, but I guess it is labeled as a queer event. I just for some reason
like a lesbian event.
It was Sapphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they started calling it like in some of the language now it was like Sapphic/queer.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay. I think that just caught me by surprise.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I just didn't expect to see you here. Like, hi.
Hello.
Whoa.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, who do we see there? Yeah, we saw
the Ultimatum season 2 crew. Yes. Some of them, not all of them.
Yes. And one randomly from season 1.
Yeah, Vanessa from season 1. We saw Megan and Dana,
Bridget and Kyle, and
Ashley.
And I think that's it.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah, I think that's all that we saw. That they came up and talked. It was so awkward.
It was the most awkward thing I have ever seen.
Ever witnessed.
So they, they're in their like fancy private area, which is right by the pool, and coincidentally,
which honestly
right
looked
under the
kind
shade.
of lame. It was like a walled off area and all their towels on the floor. Like they just had to sit on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, give these people a chair.
I know, give
them a beach chair.
Yeah.
Like they went on national TV to humiliate themselves. Like give them a chair.
Give them a chair. But I'm sure part of their contract was they have to go up on stage during the pool party and chat to us. And it flopped, like to the point where they were self-aware of it. At one point, who was it? Somebody was like, obviously we're not PR trained.
I think it was Megan or something. No, I don't know.
I think it was Vanessa. Vanessa
yeah.
said that, but literally they went up and who was it? They handed the mic to.
It was Megan,
which
was
I was like,
what's up? And everyone was like, Wah!
yeah.
And then that was it. Like they stopped talking.
And then they were like, yep, we're here. Yep. And it was super awkward. Nobody knew what to say. I was like, honestly, like, hand the mic to Bridget. Because she, like, so funny.
Yeah. But honestly, it's easier to be funny when you can re-record things.
Yeah, that's
than live.
fair.
And then Ashley took the mic. And then
Ashley
it became our quote of the entire time.
Yes.
The whole trip. Ashley takes the mic and goes.
To silence. Everyone's like, okay, there's like quiet. Crickets.
Yeah.
And so Ashley's like, you know what? I think now is my time to say something.
So Ashley takes the mic and says,
does anyone know who I am? And everyone, of course, is like, yes. We were all there with you because we know everyone else. We also saw you. And so everyone was like, it was kind of like a mixed bag of like people going like, well, yeah, of course we know you. And people being like,
yeah,
what?
What?
It was like super awkward. And so the rest of the time we were like, excuse me, does anyone know who I am?
Does anybody know who I am? Like, and we'd just be living our lives, and all of a sudden be like, does anybody know who I am?
Like, does anyone know who I am? But okay, then Vanessa from season 1 takes the mic and is like, obviously we're not PR trained, like everyone have a great time. And I was like, yes, like it's true, but I mean, that's the difference between like reality TV stars and like influencers versus like people who are celebrities who have a team
and act and like training and a PR person and somebody to be like, hi, don't say this, or hi, say this, things like that. People forget that like influencers and like especially Queer Ultimatum, like these people are just people. They're just people trying to figure out their life.
Yes.
Like,
and who are just like thrust into like fame, into the eyes of tons and tons of people without a lot of training. So I just like, I empathize with them,
but it was cringy,
but it was bad. We were like, ooh, that was like, that's embarrassing, but like probably not the most embarrassing thing. Like they were on the Queer Ultimatum.
They
can handle it
100%. I was like, I feel like you know what you're at this point, you know what you're getting into. Like you should have done, like you've done your research, you know.
Like, totally fair. But it was cool. My favorite people from the Queer Ultimatum are Bridget and Kyle. Obviously, like Brittany also.
Queen. Love Brittany.
She wasn't there.
Brittany, queen.
But I was like pretty stoked to see Bridget and Kyle. So it was cool.
They
were just living their life. I mean, and they seemed like
sitting on the floor by the side of the pool. I literally was like, give them a chair.
I know, give them a chair.
I couldn't stop thinking about because we were floating and their area overlooked the middle of the pool, which is where we were. So we were like with an eye line of that area, and every time I looked over, they're just like plopped on the floor, and that's all I could think about.
Well,
it's
funny because the first time I saw them, I thought they had a little hot tub because they were like sitting on the ground. So I was like, oh, obviously their feet are dangling over a tiny hot tub. No,
it was literally concrete.
It was a bummer. I was like, they deserve better.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, I don't know. I think I had, I had thought Dinah was like a little, I don't know. I think I just had higher expectation for those zones, you know, like for the VIP zones.
That's fair. I think that my low expectation of a rectangle pool with no shade and disgusting outdoor bathrooms was blown away.
See, I thought we were going to get the disgusting part, but I thought they were going to get the nice parts.
Funny.
And like kind of looking at that and being like, oh, I think I actually liked where we were more than where they were.
We were in the middle of the pool on a
giant pink flamingo.
Yes, on a giant pink flamingo.
I mean, I went on a ginormous pink flamingo.
There were two. There was another person.
There was a little
pink
flamingo. I know. They would kiss beaks sometimes because we'd run into them. That's the other thing too, is that I think something that freaked me out about the pool is there's no lifeguards.
Oh.
And I was just like, I'm afraid of water. And so I was like, we have people drinking. The pool is really deep. We have all these floaties.
But there's also so many of us.
That's true.
That if someone was drowning,
there would have been like 8 masks and like 12 femmes who would have like dove.
They're like, this is my moment to do Baywatch.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, I feel like we were covered. The queers would get it.
I was like, safety. But
yes. No. I think it was totally fine.
But the pool party was like, it was fun. I mean, people were so friendly. I really like the way our friends set up the careful of your floaties. I was expecting to have to like defend with my life, but people were just so chill, and like we would bump into people and it was like so fine and so
super
sweet.
Nice.
You know, everyone was like, oh, whoops, sorry. You know, it was fine.
And we like left our stuff out underneath one of the trees.
Yeah.
Like my phone, my wallet, like our keys. And so
because there's no lockers, like, and if we weren't staying in the hotel, so we just couldn't leave that stuff there.
But nobody messed with it. Everyone was super respectful, and that's what our friends said. They were like, your stuff totally fine, the floaty, guard that shit.
They were like, you could leave your wallet out.
Yes.
Your floaties and your flip-flops.
Our stuff was totally fine.
Watch your floaties and your flip-flops.
Yes, it was super fine. We left. There was like a tiny gigantic rainstorm that happened, and we left right before that, which was perfect timing.
It was perfect timing.
We drove back to our friend's house, took a little nap, and then came back to the after party, or like the nighttime party,
which was, the theme was like old Hollywood.
Yes. And I would say nobody followed the theme. I think a couple people slayed the old Hollywood look, but I think that they were not the norm, which I was expecting. I was thinking like everyone's just gonna look hot. I think,
and that's really what it was.
I think the black and white party that happens on Friday, people adhere to more the theme, but everyone was like, I would say everyone was in black at the Hollywood party.
A lot.
Our whole group showed up in black, and I was like, we showed up and everyone else is in black. So
we started calling ourselves the cast of the Vampire Diaries.
Oh yeah, because we were just all unexpectedly dressed in black.
In like varieties of mesh.
Yes.
You know.
Well, it was cool. Okay, so Allison and I, we brought 2 outfits. One of them was like old Hollywood,
like really like on the nose.
like, hello fellas, we're here.
Well, hi,
Come
kids.
here, lady.
Yeah. Da-da, da-da.
Let me give you a kiss.
I had like a knit polo,
Yeah.
like, you know, like,
and like cut off
like
blue
baggy
pants,
trousers. I mean,
and
had
like
a blue
loafers.
dress. Yeah.
I had like a blue dress, and I'm not kidding you, everyone made fun of you, so I would not have worn it, but I literally was like, old Hollywood, I'm gonna bring my like faux fur little boa.
Yeah. Amanda, I go into the bedroom and Amanda changed with the bow on. She's like, how about this? And I was like, oh my God.
You were like, no, Amanda, too
like,
much.
Too much.
It was too much. But then we brought, because we flew in on Friday and we didn't know if we would have enough energy to go on to the Friday party.
Spoiler, we did not.
We did not. But we brought like, for the black and white party, we also brought an all black outfit. So mine was like kind of nice cargo pants and
like silky cargo pants.
Yeah,
like, don't think jeans.
Yeah, like silky baggy cargo pants. And then I had kind of like a cropped little like blazer with an off the shoulder little thing, and then a Thistle Inspire flame bodysuit that was mesh in the middle, and I was feeling myself.
You looked hot.
I felt pretty good about myself.
You looked amazing.
Because you did like a black pant.
I did
and
black
the
pant, my loafers,
and then pasties, sparkly black X pasties,
sparkly black pasties with a mesh shirt
with
over
a mesh
top,
shirt, and then
a silky button up over top.
Yeah,
open.
you looked hot.
Yeah, it was great. We looked great.
We looked
had a
great.
good time.
I'm pretty proud of that outfit.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling it.
Yeah, I was super feeling it. But yeah, people were wearing like honestly, it was like a range, because some people showed up.
I saw somebody in literally just dress pants and a sports bra and a backwards hat.
No, it wasn't even dress pants.
Oh, they were like chinos.
Yeah, they were like sweatpants.
Yeah,
and a literal white sports bra
and a backwards hat.
Yep. And so like whatever you want to wear, wear what your heart desires.
Yeah, I would say don't stress out about it like too much, especially like when you're like, if I need to adhere to the theme.
Yeah,
I don't think you do.
Don't spend money. Just get something don't spend money on your outfit unless you really want to. Just wear something you look super hot in,
that you feel good in.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would say wear comfortable shoes. I'm glad I didn't wear heels. I will say, like, it was like a party with a DJ, which we'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
In a hotel conference room.
I would say, yeah, this is the part of Dinah that I was like, I think I needed to be a little bit tipsy to enjoy this part.
Yes.
Because I did like, so what's happening, kind of the process of Dinah is if you drive in, you give your car to valet, which was really cheap.
It was cheap. It was $8.
$8.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
super
what?
easy.
And then you have to kind of walk around the hotel.
Yeah.
To get to where you get your wristband for your tickets. And then it was through that entrance that they led you into like over a courtyard where there was a red carpet that you got to walk. And like we took a bunch of pictures with our friends. And then you walked into like a hotel conference room. And I'm not going to lie, the first words out of my mouth was, oh, it's prom.
Yeah, it
felt like prom.
It felt like prom in a hotel conference room.
They had like white curtains around the walls.
Yes.
Like they had like red fabric pillars up to the top. Yep. And then there was like a DJ, a couple bars.
Yep.
One photo spot inside that had like a sparkly background.
Yeah, and it was nice. There were, I will say, they had even at the pool party, there was little areas specifically for like ADA hanging out, like, and also for, what was another one? It was just like places you can sit if you don't want to be like on the dance floor dancing.
Yeah. I think there could have been more, but also I think they want to encourage you to go dance.
Unfortunately, the DJ did not encourage people to dance.
I'm going to say that DJ was my least favorite part of Dinah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the same DJ from the pool party.
No,
but
it was.
Which is crazy because the pool party,
so good.
So good.
Just the vibe, the flow, all of it. So good.
Perfect music. It was amazing.
It felt like they spent all their time focusing on the pool party and prepped 0%.
Or they were like drunk by that point. I don't know.
Or like, but it was maybe like, technical. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's technical errors.
What happened was they would play this like 30 seconds of a song leading up to the chorus or the drop and then change the song.
And not even like, it wasn't even like a fade.
No.
It was like it
was like a stop, hit play.
Else.
And everyone, we mostly hung out kind of on the right of the stage in this little seating area. And everyone in that
would be house right. Stage left. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. But like everyone in that little area, every time there was like a abrupt stop, which was every 30 seconds, we all looked at each other and we were like, what is happening?
Because it would be like right as you're getting into the dancing.
Right. It was like,
and then stop.
And it was like genre switching.
Yes.
It would go from like
Paramore.
down, in and around to like current like rap.
To all of a sudden like stop to salsa, all of a sudden stop to back to like Paramore.
Yeah, and there was like no flow, there was nothing, and I literally was sitting there. I was like, I have to leave.
Yeah,
like I cannot. I'm getting so attached to each song.
Yeah,
right before, and then the DJ would cut off.
Yeah, because we were trying to dance, and I literally was like, this is taking me out of the mood.
I can't do it.
And the floor was so sticky, my loafers were coming off.
Yes,
I was like, I felt like I was in a fly trap.
Yep.
Which I'm like, I don't know if they can control that. But
no. Probably
the
not.
DJ was
a low for me.
It was challenging because that sets the vibe, right?
Yes.
And then I was just like, I can't get into it. I can't feel myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like in order to have enjoyed this, I needed to be really drunk. And that's where I'm like, I think that's a red flag. If you have to be wasted to have a good time.
If you have to be schwasty.
If you have to be drunk to have a good time.
Yeah.
Because of the environment.
Yeah.
Then they did a bad job with the environment.
And I can have a really good time. I've been to clubs sober and I've had an amazing time.
100%.
But it is super dependent on the DJ.
Yes.
And the music that's being played.
Yeah.
Because if I can't get down, then I'm not going to have a good time.
I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, well, here I am.
Yes.
But the nice part is we ended up going outside in their outdoor courtyard. And it had lights gorgeous. In the trees and like sparkly things hanging off the trees.
It was so fun.
There was this one person. So they had like female silhouette cutouts on the trees.
Oh,
and there was like a group of people that were like groping them, and I'm just like Sapphic people can be gross too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just like, we can do better as a community. Let's not be the community that goes up and gropes the like silhouettes of women. You know, like those people
like
that
crotch grabbing them, literally
like
fingers,
full on
fingers in the wood.
Yeah, like
of the crotch of the lady.
Yeah, I was like, we can do better as a community.
I agree.
We need to respect women, even if they're like wooden cutouts.
Yeah,
like we can't be the Sapphic community. Can't be the people who go to museums and like grope the like. We can't be the reason why the boob is the shiniest part of the statue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We can't. We have to do better.
I know. We watched this group take these pictures, and we were just like,
Blech.
Come on.
I was like, cringe, you guys.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, it was bad. It was bad. I hated it.
Yeah, I did not like it. It made me feel gross.
Okay, so. What did you love most about Dinah? Oh, I guess to wrap that up. So we went home after that, and then we flew home on Sunday morning.
Yeah, we got home at like 1 a.m.
Yep.
Went to bed around 2 a.m.
Yep.
Woke up at 7 a.m.
Yep.
And then was on a flight and we were back in Austin that evening.
Yep.
We were crazy.
Amanda
was like, why do I feel hungover?
Yeah. And then I've been doing PT for my shoulder. I had to go to PT at 7 a.m. the next morning. Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm hungover. And I was like, I don't know what happens once you hit your mid-30s, but I felt like I was hungover all day on Monday or on Sunday.
Yeah.
I should say Sunday. And I think it was because I was literally dehydrated. And it gives me context to my hangovers of yesteryears.
Yes.
Because I'm like, oh, I think that actually when they say that a lot of your hangover is just dehydration, it is. Because I literally just felt hungover on the plane ride home.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, it was hot. We were always moving. We were standing for hours.
And we were in the sun. We stuck to the shade, but we were in the sun.
And we were sleep deprived. Like, we got little sleep because we had to wake up at 4 a.m. to catch our flight to Palm Springs. And then we were up until, like, late that night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were struggling. You and I were like, we have to go. We must rest.
Yes. So make sure whenever you're drinking water at the same time if you don't want to have a hangover.
Hydrate.
Regardless of your age, even if you're not elder like me. I guess true. I'm not elder. I should stop saying
Even if you're old and decrepit like Amanda.
Even if you're ancient.
Even if you're older. Amanda was the elder queer that we had to get advice from.
Stop. Be you. No, I couldn't give advice like that.
Amanda.
It's so funny. What we hated most. Oh yeah, what we loved most.
Okay, I had a great time at the pool party, I think, because we had the floaties.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna lie, the floaties made it for me. And low-key, the group.
Yeah, our group was really amazing.
Because even, like, to me, the night party was lame, but they made it fun. Because we were still finishing the survey. we were able just to hang out.
By the survey, they mean our
Dinah Shore scavenger hunt.
Hunt.
Whoops.
Survey. I'm like, what survey?
Yeah, we're like, and yes, 5 stars. 2
Would
stars.
you recommend?
Yeah.
Would you recommend this to a colleague or friend?
I was like, at one point, I was like, yeah, would you rather have your Spotify playlist or the DJ? And I was like, my Spotify playlist.
We were like, oh man.
But I would say I had a really great time at the pool party
Mm-hmm.
because of the floaties and the people we were with. I think made it.
Yes.
Because I think we all were on the same level, we had similar desires from the event, similar ways of hanging out, and we just all got along really well.
Yeah, it's really special when you like go meet a friend of a friend, and yeah, you're just like, oh, I think we are all friends now.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You know, because I feel like there are friends, not just like our friend of friends.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of like the hope of Dinah, is that you're gonna leave with like new community members, and I feel like we did. Like, our group chat is popping. It's probably one of the funniest group chats I've ever been in. It's the only group chat that I don't actively want to mute.
That says something, because Allison hates group chats.
Hate them.
Hate.
I am like, don't put me in a group chat. I almost immediately mute a group chat, and I tell Amanda to catch me up.
Yep.
I'm like,
true.
Please don't.
It's true. I think something that I wish I did is I wish I wandered more.
I agree. Me too.
During the pool party, especially.
Well, because they had a dodgeball game happening.
They had a dodgeball game. There was a book signing. So the L Word people wrote they wrote a book, and there was a book signing that I only stumbled upon because I went to the bathroom at the same time as a gigantic line to get the book signed.
And I also made the mistake of asking if that line was for the bathroom.
Yep.
It was not.
It was not. It was
the bathroom line was way shorter.
But there was like vendors. There was like a lot of stuff happening outside of the pool that I wish I would have explored.
Yeah, me too.
But I was so paranoid about leaving the floaties.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like walk through the crowd with this giant flamingo. Like it was just, there was a lot of people, so it was like navigating and weaving. It was already hard enough to get to the pool.
Yeah.
But
if you don't like big crowds, I would say this event is not for you. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe the pool party. The pool party I could see could be overwhelming.
No, but there were pockets to get away.
That's true. But I guess you could make it happen.
I would say like this Dinah Shore, I think a lot of it was like an influencer trap.
Yeah.
And by influencer trap, I mean there was a lot of influencers that went.
But yeah, I wish I had explored a tiny bit more. I think had we stayed an extra day, we would have done that.
Yeah.
Because at least for me, it took me like what, maybe an hour to like be able to acclimate to the crowd, because you were like, you seem a little off, and I was yeah, the pool was deep, it was freaking me out, there was a lot of stimulation, I was looking at a lot of people, and it took me like an hour to kind of like level set and be able to chill.
That's fair.
And so I think had we had like another day at Dinah, then I would have been like, okay, I know the ropes.
Yeah.
And then I would have explored more.
Yeah, because I wish like if our group wasn't so cool, like, you know, like if I wasn't so like excited to like be around our group, like I would have definitely, like if it was just you and I think we would have wandered a ton.
I agree.
And like met more people, because everyone was so friendly. And so definitely if you are interested in like meeting people, there's a lot of single people, and I feel like if you are drunk and single, this is like the event for you, or just single. Yeah. Because there was a lot of people like walking around getting to know one another. There's lots of flirting happening. Yeah. There was lots of, it was cool. And obviously it's mostly Sapphic people. So it's just like everyone is completely unbridled, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, truly.
So it was very cool.
Which is a fun energy to be around. I feel like it's not often that we get to see like Sapphic folks and existing in a space that feels unbridled.
Yes.
Like where people are really feeling themselves, you know? It's like cool.
Because it's like you can dress how you want, and knowing that you're getting attention from only people who you want to get attention from. Yeah. Sapphic spaces are just so, in my opinion, like of course there's drama in any community, but Sapphic spaces are so like welcoming, and everyone's like, I don't know, it was just it was definitely raunchy at times in the best way. Yeah. But it was also kind of cozy. Like nobody was there, you know, trying to compete for space. Like, you know how sometimes you go to space, like even crowds where people are like, I have to be in the front, whatever. Yeah. No one was like fighting for the edge of the pool. There was spaces at the edge of the pool. Everyone was kind of moving in and out and making way. Yeah. Like even when we bumped into people in the pool, everyone was like, hi, like nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. You know? So it was just like, it was just a really good energy. Yeah. And the space. And so, would you go back?
I would go back.
Yes. 100%.
I would go back. I would go back kind of like especially with the knowledge we have now. Mm-hmm. Like, I would go back and I would want to go with the same group.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah, I would totally go back. I do say, okay, I think my one caveat to going back is I want better entertainment.
Yeah.
Because the DJ was fine. The DJs were fine. The MC was fine. But like looking at on their website, like past people who they had performed, like we had Crystal Waters this year. And I'm just not going to lie. I don't know. I just don't.
She's a different generation.
She's a different generation.
Mm-hmm.
The DJ,
I didn't know who she was.
The DJ was like fine. And I like looking back, like Fletcher, G Flip, like Iggy Azalea,
the Pussycat Dolls.
The Pussycat Dolls.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's who I just was like, for their last change of management, I was kind of hoping for like a bit more of like a whole like ball out kind of thing. And I think that would be my only caveat is I would kind of look at who they had planned to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you because they were like, and we have an amazing guest. And I was like, oh, I think I'm not the right generation for this. But I mean, also like Mariah, the person who was who's been putting on
Dinah
since 1991, which is the year I was born. So they knew I was coming.
It's true. Amanda's been making that joke all week.
I'm like, oh, they threw this party for me when I was born. But like she's been putting it on since 1991. So I think this might have just been like, I'm going to bring on who I love.
It to me felt more like I'm running out of money.
Really?
Yeah. That's what it felt like to me, especially at the nighttime party. It felt like I'm running out of money and I need somebody new to make this more money. That's how it felt. I guess so wrong, but that's just the impression I got.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be I'm running out of money, or it could be I'm going to selfishly bring in people from my generation, even if it doesn't resonate with the kids.
True.
Because this is my last year.
Yeah.
And so I guess I hope for the new management, they can bring in a younger crowd.
Or like, I think we could blend the generations better.
Okay.
I think that there can be a better integration of them, you know, because I think had you had Crystal Waters, awesome. And then I think bring somebody else out.
Yeah.
I think like 2 people there would have been really great.
Yeah.
I just think like, you know, I also am like, we are missing opportunities. I was like, the folks that were on the Drag King competition should have been at Dinah. That's a huge deal for our community. We have never had a Drag King competition. And
is that like a TV show?
Yeah. Yeah. It was televised, and like, I was like, those folks should have been here. Like some of the best Drag King performers, like, and I think like, you know, just integrating, I think generations could have been a little just more cohesive.
Can you imagine if they got Chapel to come?
No, that would have been insane.
That would have been insane.
That would have been insane.
I think Chapel's too expensive now, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But that would have been crazy.
I mean, I just think there's just a bunch of people that I kind of expected would have been there that weren't.
Yes. I think that getting a daybed, probably not worth it. At least I don't know if they're going to switch venues. I know that they're switching from doing it in September to doing it in May, as the first dramatic change as new management takes over. So I don't know if they're also going to change venues, but at this venue, if they do it at, what was it called?
The Riviera.
If they do it at the Riviera, probably a daybed would have been cool if you have thousands of dollars to spare.
Yeah, but if you don't,
we fared just fine without it.
Just fine. Bring a floaty. I would say, okay, I guess I would say this. If they're changing the venue, look at the pool.
Yeah.
And
decide.
And decide if like you're going to need to bring extra shade for yourself, but definitely bring a floaty. Even if it's small. Even like I saw people with like a pool noodle and I was like, oh, so brilliant. Like bring something to float on. Really nice.
And then like just bring whatever clothes, bathing suits, whatever that make you feel hot.
Yeah.
Cause like I was not surprised, but also surprised that like barely anyone adhered to the theme, at least the Hollywood theme. I can't speak to the black and white theme, but I have heard of people who went to the black and white theme who did say that they were on theme. Anyways, but like bring something.
That's an easier theme to stick
You're
on.
right.
Like
You're
old
right.
Hollywood is widely interpreted.
Super.
You know.
But just like bring stuff that makes you feel hot. Like I brought a little body chain for my bikini.
Yeah.
Big hit.
Yeah.
For me. Like I felt great, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. It was also very casual. Like I literally contacted my hair person and was like, hey, like, can I get an emergency like hair dye? Right.
Yeah. Like a touch up.
a touch up. And then I went and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't, because this is like super casual.
Yeah,
like nobody's looking at my roots, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Casual is the word that I would totally use. And yeah, I think it's just more an exercise of showing up in a way that you feel most confident in, you know, because that's just what's going to speak the loudest in an event with so many people. You know, you just got to feel good in your own, you know.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Any last thoughts on Dinah Shore?
I have more advice.
Oh.
I don't know if you need to stay in the hotel. I'm going to say if you don't, you need to rent a car.
Yes.
You do not. I would say don't rely on Uber there. I was reading before we went that Uber prices are really expensive. And I looked them up while we were there, and they were.
How expensive?
Oh my goodness. I saw one that was like $60 or something.
No.
I would say, yeah. I was like, I don't know. If you go, rent a car.
Yeah.
If you're going to stay on site, I mean, I always think on site is easier. We didn't stay on site, so we don't know how loud it was. We don't know how, we just can't speak to the hotel or that experience. I personally am more of like, I just like my space. I like clean spaces. I like quiet spaces. And so it didn't bother me. I liked staying with a friend.
I would say that I am someone who experiences FOMO, and I am also someone who's been to a lot of like conferences where we do stay on site, and I loved walking around the hotel, seeing everybody getting dressed, blah, 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 blah. But I did not feel FOMO. I didn't have FOMO.
Yeah.
Staying off site. I think probably because we had a great group.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't feel like leaving and coming back, I was missing anything.
Yeah. I also think it might be different because we're not single.
Yeah, true.
So I think if like, I also think this might be advice that I would say I would like don't go to, is like don't go to Dinah expecting to find the love of your life.
Yeah, there was a lot of flirting, but I do think that, you know, you just don't know who, you know, I don't know.
You're going to meet somebody for 5 days. And maybe even like it's a more like, I would say it's a more like casual is the word. So like the experience that you're going to have. Yeah. Maybe like 1 in 100 people meet their spouse at Dinah. Oh, are you looking at the cat?
Yeah. She just made a biggest stretch.
Both of our pets are sleeping. You could probably see the top of Ralph, but Lily's further over. And
she's so cute.
They're both like completely flopped in.
Let me see if I could take a photo. There. Now you can add this. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. I would say like, maybe show up, and if you want to build relationships, focus on friendships and like maybe some casual flirting, but I would say don't show up expecting to find the love of your life.
Totally.
That was on when we were doing TikTok research on Dinah. That was like the most common piece of advice that people were giving was like kind of gauge your expectations for finding love at Dinah. And like, yeah, just I think do what you feel comfortable with and show up in a way that you can feel the most confident. So if you're like, I want to wear some suit bottoms and pasties and that's it. We had lots of people that did that, and it was awesome. If you're like, I literally only want to wear like the clothes that I have at home, or if you want to get a whole new outfit, like just do whatever you feel makes you feel the most confident, you know? Yeah. And be prepared for Palm Springs to be a little expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little expensive and like hot. Although I can't speak to what it's going to be like in May.
I have no idea what.
No
idea. We didn't even. Yeah. I was like, "Where's Palm Springs?" Like
hilarious.
Yeah,
hilarious. Yeah, and I'm from Southern California, and so I'm like, how did I not know that Palm Springs was so close?
Oh, and literally do a scavenger hunt. I can't recommend that more. Oh yeah,
literally
do a scavenger hunt.
It was
make one.
So fun, and like
maybe we should make one that people can use.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but like it was so fun. I would do tasks like get like our one task one was like get advice from an elder queer person.
Yeah.
And I loved that because then it like gives you something to do, right? Instead of you're just like lounging by the pool, which is like you can totally do that. There's lots of stuff to do, but you can also like walk around, and that gives you an excuse to like
talk
engage
to people.
With somebody.
Yeah, you could like make a friend from it.
Or if you're single, you could approach somebody and be like, hey,
it's in my scavenger hunt to get somebody's number.
Yes.
No, it's true.
Pickup line built in. Yes, genuinely.
Yeah. I think the scavenger hunt was just delightful.
It was delightful. So fun. I loved it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I am so excited to go into season 2. I cannot wait. I think we are much more organized this time around.
For sure.
Because last season we filmed
while episodes were getting released.
Yes.
And that on top of our full-time jobs and like learning everything
and like trying to do social media. I was like, I'm gonna do reels. I have reels still to catch up on from the first season, and so it was just like a lot to do. And so I think we're much more organized now. and this studio space is just so much better, to be honest.
Great.
It feels great in here. And so, yeah, I'm just so excited. Season 2 is going to be a banger. We have way more episodes too.
Yeah.
Because we were like, yeah, we're just going to do 13 episodes again. No, we have a lot more.
Yeah, I think we're way more than that now.
And we have guests, like, because we keep hitting people up being like, do you want to be on? And we have not gotten a single no.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
It's been amazing. It's been so fun.
Yeah. So thank you so much also for the folks that like listened to season 1 and like rated us and have been following us, and like also we've been to a couple events where people have come up to us and been like, said hi. We love that.
Approach us. We
Please
love it.
Come say hi. Like, don't stop doing that. It's one of our favorite parts.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So just thank you all for like all your support and like just such good feedback, because I think that's what it takes to like to make it, you know,
to make something good for you guys and everybody, right? Like we're making this podcast because this is the resource that we wish we had when we came out.
Yeah.
And just like resource we wish we had in life.
Yeah.
And so like we can do amazing things like together. I love you. But we can do more amazing things when we have the help and feedback and support of the community. And so keep approaching us, keep talking to us, keep rating our show, keep DMing us,
share our stuff.
Like we can only do as much as we can do together, basically.
Yeah.
And so we love you. We love doing this, and we missed you so much that we are going to drop this probably like
in
next
a couple
week.
days.
Yeah, in a couple days. But yeah, like I'm so excited for all the stuff coming up in 2026, including our season 2, but also my book. So if you want to go to our simplysapphic.com website and sign up for our newsletter there, I will email that newsletter whenever the book comes out, and I will also email the newsletter I'm building exclusively for the book, which is wearesimplyqueer.com, wearesimplyqueer.com. The book is for every queer person, not just the Sapphic community. So it speaks to a really broad audience within the queer community. And so I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people. And I genuinely, there have been chapters that I've written that I'm just like, I am in tears. Like I wish that I had I'm so glad this is out of my brain now.
Yeah.
Because it has like things that I've come up with and things that there's like so much research that I did and put into this book. So there's like footnotes, like this is like scientific, you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, super excited for everything. Follow our Instagram at Simply Sapphic Podcast for all announcements and everything going forward. Thank you so much for your support. I'm just gonna like drop how much your support means to us, because we could not make this without you. So please rate our show, whether you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you are, YouTube. Please like give a thumbs up on YouTube, leave a comment on YouTube, subscribe, and leave ratings. Ratings are a huge help to us for people to discover us, because they'll know that this is a good podcast to listen to and worth it. So okay,
yay, thank y'all. We're so excited to drop season 2.
We're super excited, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your 2025.
Yeah, happy 2025.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Be sure to subscribe, follow us on social media,
and share episodes with your friends.
See you next time.